And there we go, everyone. Hello and welcome to Farming Sim once again. And the new Zielonka Mac. Map. I put my teeth back in the right place. Yes, hello, everyone. Nice to be back. Welcome to an incredibly rainy start to the episode, it would seem. Now, you may notice I'm sitting slightly closer to you than I would normally be. And that's because I have gone back to my farm tech wheel. I love my Logitech. It's sat here behind me. You can just see it in the edge of the camera shot there. I love that wheel. It's great. It's fantastic for playing SnowRunner. It's terrible for playing Farming Sim. It's really bad for playing Farming Sim. To the point that it makes it near impossible to play. I've kind of struggled through in the past. I tried to make it work, see if I could figure out a way to actually get it to function properly, but it just hasn't worked very well. So after last week getting back into it, I was like, nope, I've got to dig out the farm tech wheel again. So we're back to this thing. And as I only have one mounting frame, and I don't want to spend half an hour every time I stream taking that wheel off to put this one on, it's clipped to my desk as it usually was previously. So that's why I'm slightly closer. Anyway, it's March. It was not March when we left last time. I also didn't have such a small amount of money. I said, I said at the end of last week that I was going to do a few contracts, try and earn a little bit of money, and would start this particular stream with a plan of action to go forth and maybe get some productions and actually start root crop vegetabling. Yeah, that plan got slightly sidetracked. I did indeed do quite a few contracts. I did some contracts down on these fields down here. There was a big harvest on 59. There were a few other ones. I did a few around here. I think I did a contract on 57 and 56. Basically, just kind of cultivating, harvesting, odd little other bits and bats like that, just to kind of get some money. And I quickly started finding that the contracts on this map are really bad. They are so bad. I mean, the contract that I did on 59 down here was a root crop. I think it was carrots. No, it was beets. It was beets. And it gave me the big harvester. Where is it? This thing to use. And I was like, oh, hey, cool, that's awesome. I should be able to plow through this in no time. It took me about 4 hours of harvesting and carting. And I only got about £19,000. I think it was something in the region of about £19,000, plus about another 10,000 or so for the extra veggies. So yeah, even here, you see cultivate field 68. 68 is where is it? Where is 68? 66. 68, that's up there. It's not a massive field, but it's only paying 1,500. Like field 81. What's that? 81. Hey, see, that's a much bigger field. 81, just there. That field there. And yeah, I very quickly found that trying to use contracts to earn money on this particular map, not going to work. Not going to work at all. So I kind of spent some of the money I had. So I picked this up in the sale, gets a new seeder. I will show you it here in the new seeder. Here we are. This thing here. Oh, no, 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 I don't want to sell it. What is it? 6 meter working width. So it's bigger than what we had. And it also does fertilizer. So, hey, we're going to be set there. And it's a direct drill. So I think I picked that up for about 32,000. It was like 70% off. So it's like, yeah, I'm just going to buy that. But my most expensive purchase has been over at the shop here. Because I got an absolute steal on a JCB Fast Track. And this little tractor is superb. Oh, and I bought a sprayer as well, because we need a sprayer for weeds and for fertilizing and stuff. So I grabbed that just because we'd have it. And that's where we're going to start today, guys. We're actually going to start in the rain doing a little bit of field management, because as you know, we planted up field 51 here. No, 52. Planted field 52, and it is growing, but as you can see, it's full of weeds. And as you can see from the fertilizer map here, it has no nitrogen. Wait. Yeah, no nitrogen. So it needs fertilizer. We also need to get some lime on it as well, but the lime is less important immediately. So we will go fertilize the field, we will weed the field, and then, barring any other issues, we'll move on to the next month and actually start doing something that I've been wanting to do since day one, which is the planting of the root veggies. We haven't actually gotten any of our own root veggies done yet. So that is the plan. We're going to use the field at the far end, that brown field. That is ours. It's been laying fallow for a while. So we're going to go and plant that, but we can't do that until next month. So, you know, that's the plan. Whether of course it all works as intended is another matter entirely. But let's see how we go. Oh, this is so much nicer than that little wheel. Already massive improvements. Yeah, I think my Logitech wheel has some sort of issue with force feedback and this game, because if I leave the wheel just on its own, it just starts vibrating. For absolutely no reason whatsoever. There's nothing for it to vibrate against, and it just starts and it will not stop. So yeah, that's the issue with the Logitech wheel, and the reason why I swapped over to this one, shall we say. Yes, this also gives me better access to my keyboard and mouse, which I kind of need a lot more in this game than I do in SnowRunner. So, yeah. So, that's where we're at with that. Cut down the working width here quite a bit. Change working width. Probably there, maybe? Something like that, perhaps? Let's park over here and see how this does. That looks reasonable. Is that getting? Yeah, I think that's getting the whole thing. Excellent. Perfecto. Should have this done in no time. Yeah. Just got to go over with the weeds next. So that shouldn't take too long. I don't have the spot sprayer on this yet. That was going to be way too much money. So we will just be dumping an absolute metric ton of herbicide onto this field. Probably way more than we need, but yeah, can't be helped, sadly. To unload, so let's go. Well, I wanted you to unload over here. Way. No, of course not. Of course you don't do that. That would just be convenient. Hey ho, never mind. Grab this herbicide. Get this field sorted. There we go. Marvellous. It's actually quite nice to be back on Farming Sim. It's been quite a while. Having a SnowRunner binge recently. Although speaking of SnowRunner, this Sunday will probably be the last stream for SnowRunner for a while. We are, unless things go terribly, terribly wrong, we'll probably be completing the current expansion on Sunday. Then we'll be out of SnowRunner. At least for the time being, anyway. Right, let's get these weeds killed. There we go. That width. There we go. Lovely. Any missing weeds? Missed all of those weeds down that side there. Not too far. That's better. Actually, you know what? This is not using as much herbicide as I figured it would. It's been a long time since I've used a sprayer like this without the spot spray system, and I thought it would be taking a lot more herbicide. Hey, Nancy Adam, hello, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you in the chat. I'm pretty well myself. How are you? Right. But yeah. Yeah, it is definitely using more than with the. How are my words going today? It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's certainly using more than with the spot spray system, but yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Ooh. Right, let's just knock that working down a bit. There we go. Good. Field if we can. Go. Perfect. Yeah. Stream's going fine. Can't complain, you know. Can't complain. Right, just got to go back and get those couple of weeds on the other side that we missed as well. Gotta make sure it's perfect. Go. Just over here. Boom. Okay. Let's drop this off here. Then... Beautiful. Okay, I think we can move on to the next month now. Our next thing will be to get the root crops in, but we can't do that until April. So there's nothing keeping us in this month, so let's just skip forward to April and get sorted. Right. There we go. I do play other games, Nancy, yes. It's mostly SnowRunner and Farming Sim that I play. Good. Actually, that is not the right machine that we want. We need this thing over here. I'm actually curious about this because I know that this ridger, when you use it in combination with the planter, adds a fertilizer step in the regular game. But we're playing with precision farming. And I'm actually really curious to see how that added fertilizer step works with precision farming. If it adds all the fertilizer we need, or whether it just adds a little bit. I do not know. Right, there we go. The question now becomes, do we do red beets, do we do carrots or parsnips? I'm going to do carrots. Yeah. You want to do some carrots? Carrots should be good. Do a couple of rows myself, certainly with these fence posts in the way here, I think, but probably going to leave the worker to do most of this, just so that it's so that we can do other things, shall we say. Right, let's lower that. Oop, that's what we want. Perfect. And second there. One second, guys. Just go. Right. That's better. Okay, let's get this planter up and running. Haha! The carrots are going in finally. So, long last. Well, not long last. I only did one stream of this last week. But, yeah. Finally, we're actually getting some root crops on our root crop farm. So, that's a bonus. Now we just need to start saving up some money for production so that we can add the root crops to the productions and actually make money. Now, let me just see, how is that interacting with... Is that actually doing anything for us in terms of fertilizer? It doesn't actually look like it is. Interesting. So maybe the ridger doesn't work with precision farming? That would be annoying because it looks great. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. But, oh well, we'll hire a worker and we'll leave them to do their thing. Yeah, that's slightly disappointing. Yeah, still bad. Still everything bad. See, this one, nitrogen perfect with the fertilizer. This one, even though we've ridged it, no fertilizer step. I feel cheated. Curse you, game. Oh well. No matter. It is what it is. Oh, hey, look. Another big tractor. I don't think we need anything that big right now. That's a shame. Another little massy one, but we've already got... It's only 150 horsepower. We've got 2 tractors in that category already. JCB has 235, so yeah, we've got these two already for kind of like the 150-ish. Although now that we've got a sprayer, we could probably get rid of the weeder. Maybe. We'll keep it for now. We'll keep it for now and see what we can do there. Yeah. So, I guess what we should do is, whilst that's planting, we should probably look for something to do. Ooh. Just tedding. I got one of these baling contracts, which actually did work out to be quite profitable, but it was a silage one. When you're selling hay, when you just have to ted and bale it, then you don't get as much extra profit, which is not great. 78, I bet that's a big field. 78, there it is. It's not huge. I think I might have actually done a contract on that field last time, but yeah, no. What we really need is some products. That's what we really need. We need to get some stuff sold. Or maybe I should just bite the bullet and actually take out a loan. Yeah, might just have to take out a loan. Because we're getting some nice regular income from our radio tower, but it's not a massive amount. So, yeah, maybe I should just get a loan. Because, actually, what products do I currently have? I have 14,000 litres of wheat, so I'm going to have some more wheat, aren't I? Did I plant wheat here, or did I plant barley? What did I plant? I planted more wheat. Okay, more wheat. Lots of wheat. We're going to have an absolute massive amount of wheat. What can we do with wheat? Other than turn it into flour? Probably nothing. Bakery, dairy. Now these are the ones that I want to get. The preserved food factory, the soup factory, the potato processing plant. I do need oils for that though, so I'm going to have to do something there. Oh yeah, coffee. I installed that mod. That was an interesting one, I thought. Let me see here. Is there any productions that we could go for within, like reasonably within our budget? Maybe go for some greenhouses, actually. That might not be a bad idea. Get a little water tanker and just, you know, go for some greenhouses. Because they always do well. Fruit greenhouse. That could be a good one to go for, maybe. Go for the coffee greenhouse. Start making some coffee. How are you doing, Mr. Worker? Oh, very nicely. Look at that. That's progressing great. No, I think we'll probably stick to the more basic things. Maybe... Orchards, what have we got here? Grapes and olives. Yeah. Maybe we'll go for this one. Just the hydroponic greenhouse, I guess. We'll just go for the hydroponic greenhouse, I think. And let's see if we can find a suitable spot to put it. Maybe here? It's not too much out of the way. It's probably not gonna... What's the land elevation like here? Are we gonna mess up anything if we put it on this plot? It's off to this side, so... Let's see if we can just soften this a little bit. Try and pull out this gradient here to make the transition a little more manageable. It's not too bad. Of course, I could move these equipments here and place it there on the level. That might actually be an even better idea. Or at least, if I move these forwards, right, like so, load these up actually. These out of the way. Back here. Go. Move this cedar as well. Then we'll put the greenhouse. Right here in this little spot. Put it that way around. Yeah, just there maybe. Overlaps with another object. What other object? Oh, I've got to put it there. Oh, maybe I can't put it on the tarmac. That's slightly annoying, but okay, let's try right there. How does that look? Perfect. That is actually perfect. Fantastic. Okay. Let's see if we can start growing some fruit and actually start getting... So we need liquid fertilizer. Okay. Cool. And we need water. So we need a tanker in that case. And I have the perfect thing for that. Just going to go with this. It may be a little bit unrealistic, guys, but it saves me from having to trundle back and forth a million times getting water from a water source. Actually, that being said, you know what I'm going to do as well? I'm going to get us a water source. One well. Perfect. Get this up and running. At least then, once the carrots are done, we can actually start producing some stuff. We also need a liquid fertilizer container. It's kind of eaten all of the profits that we had from our sleep there, but I think if this starts getting us a good amount of veggies coming in, then that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, because we do need some money, and it is very hard to come by on this map, it would seem. Like, initially starting off, there is a... How much of a... Wow. Okay. That's potentially a lot of fertilizer to fill that up. Crikey. Right, let's get the water anyway, and then we can see how this does. I think this greenhouse produces stuff faster than standard greenhouse. I think that's what, like, the added fertilizer gives you. It gives you a boost in production, basically, which is pretty good. Not bad at all. Just wait for this to fill up. 6 years later. JCB will be done with the carrots by the time we've finished. I'm actually quite impressed that it's gone on for quite as long as it has done. You know, actually, let's just have a look. Wow. You know what I'll say? You don't need a lot of seeds for carrots. That is actually quite impressive. It's done more than... It's probably on about half the field now on 5 litres of seed. That's actually impressive. That's not a lot. So it's very frugal, it would seem. But yeah, if it's not going to give me a bonus from ridging it, I may as well just get a bigger planter and just straight plant into the field for doing the root crops as opposed to ridging. That's kind of disappointing that it doesn't work with precision farming. You would have thought that Giants would have, you know, done something about that. But then again, I don't think grapes or olives work with precision farming either. So it's kind of like, maybe you should have expected that, but hey ho. Just have to live with it, I guess. Right. Let's fill this up. How much water this... Is it going to take the entire lot? If it does, not going to argue, that's a bonus. I definitely think that we'll be buying some more liquid fertilizer very soon. Oh my this must have an insane capacity. What is this? It's far too much. Anyway, let's get those 3 started. We may as well just produce all 3 for the time being. How do these sell, actually? 3, 7, 3, 4. Or should I just do lettuce? You know, it's less bulk. I mean, I suppose at the end of the day, I'm not losing anything by doing all 3. I'm just creating more pallets that I'll have to sell. But that's fine. I think I can manage that. What is the best price for these things? Olengrat. So the train, and the train. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. It's a pity we don't have any to sell right now. That's a really good price for lettuce. Yeah, it's just on its way down. That's slightly annoying. But to be honest, it doesn't drop that much. You know, it's not a big drop even to its. It's only about a. What's that? 3.4 to 2.7. That's a 700 drop. So that's about 20%. Yeah, it's about a 20% drop. Something around that kind of figure. And that's kind of the same for all 3 of these. So I think regardless of the time of year, we can probably just get away with selling these just straight away. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it later on. Just leave that to plant itself. Let's check on the old ridger. Doing all right. Getting there. Very, very close. But yeah, I may as well get this thing here, which is a much... Oopsie daisy. I'm clicking buttons I shouldn't be. There we go. I may as well get this, which is twice as wide. And, you know, if I'm not going to get the bonus from ridging, then there's no point in ridging, you know? Yeah. That's slightly disappointing, actually, but hey, what can you do? I mean, ultimately, it'd be really nice if we could get like something like this that would do veggies. But there have been no mods released yet, so we've got to make do with the base equipment for the time being until something else comes out. Yeah, egg pallet is slowly forming. We need more chickens as well. Actually, that'd be, with so much wheat, that might actually be a better thing to do. Is to feed all of the wheat we're producing into chickens to make eggs, and sell the eggs. That'd probably be better than making flour, because that sends us down the wrong routes. The wrong routes. Oh, I'm so funny. Because we really want to be focusing on the root crops, the 3 new ones. Beets, carrots, parsnips, and the potatoes, which we haven't done in a long time as well. So really, we don't want to be producing flour, at least not yet. So yeah, maybe we should aim towards getting a chicken coop, or 2, or 7. Yeah, this one here. Perfect size. We can pop it over here where it's out of the way, just behind the shed here. top it up with lots of lovely wheat and fill it full of chickens. Probably get a couple on this bit of land here, to be honest. Flatten a little patch out, put a couple of chicken coops down. Start an egg empire to go alongside our root crops. That would probably be the best idea. Right. It's doing well. Very well indeed, but yeah, I think we'll just be straight planting these root crops in future, because as you can see from the map here, we have not gotten any fertilizer. That most disappointing. Speaking of fertilizer though, we need to hook up the sprayer and get this these root crops sprayed. Go. Right. Let's just unload this. Yep, perfect. Well, almost perfect. There we go. Hopefully by the time that JCB has finished with the field, we'll be just about set, ready to fertilise the whole field here. Missed a little bit there. I think it did, didn't it? Back out to its maximum again and start fertilizing. I will say that the ridges do look awesome. You know, it's a fantastic field texture, and it's nice that Giants added it, but yeah, it's shall we say, disappointing that it doesn't work with precision farming. They could very well have allowed it to have added some fertilizer to the field, or maybe just lowered the fertilizer requirement, perhaps, so that when you come to do this later on, you don't have to use as much. But maybe we'll get that in a future update. Who knows? Who knows? Good position there. Yeah, looks good. Looks good to me. Probably going to catch this guy. Well, we're definitely going to catch this guy up, because I think he's probably got another couple of rows to do there. Whereas we'll be ready to start the return journey very soon. It's all right. Scooch over here so I don't interrupt him. There we go. Lovely. We also need to do something about the lime situation as well, don't we? Yeah. It's going to need it down and probably back again to cover that area. Yeah, I think it's going to be another 2 rows there, but never mind. Let's just this guy up a little bit. Go. Probably stand to get a better harvester at some point down the line as well, but again, less important when we're focusing on the root crops. Actually, what I should be planting in my fields is canola. Because if we're going to do all of the new productions, we're going to need the potato plant. And the potato plant needs oils of various kinds. So canola would be a good one to go for. I wonder if there's any fields that have canola in them at the moment that we could aim to buy. 76 does. That's reasonably close to home. 84 does, 38 does. Yeah. This one's probably the best one. I wonder how much that is to buy. Oh wow, 17,000? Holy moly, I might buy that right now. No, we'll wait a little bit. It's still not ready to harvest, so we've got a few months. I want to see just how much money I can make from this first. Because if we can make good money from this, then we don't have to worry about which fields and equipment we buy in what order. But if this doesn't make an awful lot of money, then we're going to have to save up for something else that does, and that's probably going to be chickens. So yeah. Oh, there he goes. He's starting the final run. So let's make that down a little bit. Come around and start fertilizing this last strip. Go. That should be good. Yep, looks good to me. Probably slightly wider than it needs to be, but I'd rather it be slightly wider than not wide enough, you know? Perfection. JCB finished. Marvellous. So there's our first root crop field. Ready to rumble. Shouldn't get any weeds on this field either, because we weeded it during the first growth state, so moved the weeds whilst the field was still unplanted, so we shouldn't have a reason to do anything else with this field unless we can get a lime spreader, in which case we can spread the lime. But we don't have a lime spreader yet, so we can't do that just now. Which is a shame, because I do like to be thorough, shall we say. Let's go and park this back up where it was. Better to keep this yard as tidy as possible, considering how small it is. Don't want to just leave things lying around everywhere. Squared off there. There we go. Oh. Go. Lovely. Okay, so with that taken care of, I think we're ready to go. There might be quite a bit of this month skipping for the time being until we actually start getting some money in. 57. Ooh, that's a nice amount of property income there. That is a nice amount of various foods. What are the sell prices for these at the moment? Are they still good? Because if so, we'll go and sell some. Oh yeah, 3317. Yeah, the sell prices are still pretty good. So let's get our trailer. Stack this up and go and sell them on the train. Oop, plonk. That was bad. Didn't mean to do that. Come back here, you pin. We'll just unload these here. Don't you eat that straw, chickens. Go and pick up so. Go. Marvellous. No idea how many pallets we've got here, by the way, guys. I just see a few and I'm going to go and sell them. Oh, crikey. Okay. Is that it? Not bad. Not bad at all. So did that stop because it ran out of fertilizer? No, it did not. Interesting. That's just how many it produced. Very nice. Still no worthwhile contracts. Just check the shop dead quick. What's in the sale today? Yeah. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest at all. Okay, so where do we go to get the train? Ooh. The train is right here. Come back, train. Come back. Right, let's drive over there. Squeeze through here. Excuse me, tractor. Squeezing through. Wheat field's looking good. Right, it's more or less directly over there. So pretty much round our field and just down that way. Okay, cool. Ooh, the carrots have sprouted as well. Ah, yeah, they look so good on the ridges. That just looks so good. I might just have to keep doing them like that, just purely because they look amazing, you know. It's unfortunate that I don't get any extra benefit from ridging, but it does look rather good, you know. It just looks the part. I might just have to keep doing it. But what I'll probably do is I'll get a bigger ridger and a bigger planter, and just do it with 2 tractors. Easy. Twice the workers, half the time, you know? Whoa! Sudden turn there. Gotta be careful now. Right. Another thing that there is on this map is there are collectibles on this map, like there are on all of the base game maps. So maybe we could have a look for some of those as well. no idea where they might be, though. So it's really annoying that it's right at the back. Ah, lovely. Okay. Straps off. I just unload. Oh, oh. That's not what I wanted to happen, actually. Side to that side. That's better. Oh, oh. Uh oh. Uh-oh. What have I done? It's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. Go over there, trailer. Oh, no, I said go over there. Out the way. Just get these loaded up. Such a meager amount of pallets. I'm so used to, like, having to load up 6 million tons of things, you know, as opposed to, like, 4. But I'm sure our productivity will increase with time. Probably get some more greenhouses, actually. We'll see how much we make from 1 month worth of greenhouse. You know, with all of these pallets. And then from that, we can base a decision on whether we get some more greenhouses. I have no idea what we're going to get for this. Well, aside from money, which is like, you know, yeah, of course. That's exactly what we're going to get. We're going to get money. I know what we're going to get. I just don't know how much of it we're going to get, should I say. That is the big question here. Right, let's move JCB back slightly away train tracks, because the last thing I want to do is end up crashing into my own tractor with the train. That would not be a good idea. There we go. Right, and straps on. Excellent. Onwards. A little uphill here. Just a little bit uphill. Not much, but it is a little. It's a lovely map, this, I will say. It's very open, very flat, very user-friendly is what I'd say this map is. You know, it's... oh, hey. Platform here. Interesting. Oh, is that the sawmill? Right. That's probably the sawmill. Okay, that might be a good place to load and unload pallets then in the future, rather than where the actual call button is. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. Right. We got 8. It all broke up into pieces. Is it going to tell us here? Property income. Products sold. Ah, 10,198. So that greenhouse paid for itself in a month. That's not bad. Well, I suppose you've got to consider the fertilizer we put in, but most of that fertilizer hasn't even been used yet. We've only used a quarter of it. So even at the worst case scenario, we've still almost paid for it in a month. I think I might get a couple more of those. I think those are very profitable. Right, now I've got to turn around and get this back to the farm. Preferably without encountering any more trains. Let's turn around and crash into my own trailer. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do, guys. I was deliberate. Okay. Let's get back to the farm. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. That's certainly better than trying to gain money from contracts on this map. £10,000 is what I got for doing about 3 or 4 contracts. Took an awful lot longer, let me be real. So yeah, I think we'll be shifting to greenhouse sales. Might even get enough soon to buy ourselves a production. If I was to get another greenhouse, I think 2's probably sufficient. For now, at least. The question was, where are we going to put another greenhouse? Because if we go for another one like this, where do we put another greenhouse? Maybe just here? Could just put it there. Kind of blocks the yard a little bit, having another greenhouse there, though, doesn't it? I kind of like to have them, you know, side by side, but that's not going to work, is it? That's very hilly ground down there, so that's not really going to work either. That's a bit of hilly ground. I suppose I could just plonk it here, just like as close to this one as I can possibly get it. Like on this little strip of land here. It's going to mess up the trail though, isn't it, here? I'd have to stick it to about here, which means it's going to interfere with this trail, so maybe here would be a better location for it. I'd have to move that cedar though. This is just a very small yard, you know? Like, insanely small. They don't give you a lot of room to maneuver in the early game. Buy some land just simply to put buildings on, I think. Let's move this out of the way for now. Let's see if we can't utilise that area there for greenhouse. Put this cedar just here, actually. Stuck in the wall. So, yeah, this is not too bad here. Just hope it doesn't interfere with this track too much. But let's give it a go. In fact, actually, before we do, let's just save it. Because if that's the case, and it really does mess up the landscape, at least I can reload the save. Hopefully, it will be kind to us. So we want to leave a little gap there. And I think if we have the products going on that side, like that, boom. Okay. Little bit of an issue there, but we might be able to work with that. Let's see if we can just smooth that off. Landscaping soften. Intensity up. Up. Smooth that edge off just as much as we can. Blend it into the surrounding landscape there. Better. Better. How is that to drive over? Okay, right. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's actually all right. Cool. Righty ho. Let's get this filled up with some water then. Then we can get 2 greenhouses up and raring to go. We'll have to buy another. Wait, no, not those ones. These ones. Another one of those, please. Marvellous. No, there wasn't anything. So that's good. Okay. Let's keep an eye out for a fertilizer. No, a lime spreader. Lime spreader. Let's keep an eye out for one of those. That's what we need. So far, we have not seen one. But that's okay. Leave that to fill. And I'm going to grab this and just sprint like a madman over to the farm. I do like that the shop is just across the road. That is massively convenient. We just can't, kind of put this in. Like boop. Hey. Matter. Nearly there. Nearly there. Ah. 70,000. This tank is ridiculous, but it does make things more convenient. Certainly for streaming, anyway. For pure immersion, this thing is ridiculous. I mean, what size tanker would you need, realistically, to hold 200,000 litres of water? 200,000 litres of anything. You'd need a massive tanker. But yeah, when you just need to refill something once and not have to bother with it because you're on stream and you don't want to have to start doing the same thing every 5 seconds, it's marvellous. Very good indeed. Excuse me, guys. My throat has been terrible for the last few days. It's really dry and just scratchy and irritated. Not cool. Just not cool at all. Can I... Because I'm parked too close to the this. Is that why it's not allowing me? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I was just parked too close to the trigger to be able to refill the IBC, which is silly, but hey-ho, never mind. That there, marvellous. Just go and park this over by the well. Right, well, I think all being good there, we can move on. When do our current crops, when are they going to be ready? Not for a while yet, I don't think. Wheat's not for a couple more months, and carrots 3 months. So, yeah. Fine for the time being. You don't need to worry about harvesting just yet. I'll probably try and do that next time. If I can work that. Because harvesting that... Oh, no! I forgot to turn on the second greenhouse. I just suddenly realised I forgot to do that. Darn it. Oh, wait. Ah. Interesting. It shares a common fill pool. See, look. Both greenhouses. That's cool, actually. I really like that. It means I can just fill one greenhouse with some stuff and it will automatically distribute it to all other greenhouses of that type. That's genius. Oh, wow. That's a terrible item for us to have in the sale. I think I might start stockpiling a few things here now. How is the price doing now? Is it dropping? Yeah, it's dropping quite quickly now. 1.6. Not too bad. July is where it really just hits the floor. So next month is actually the worst month for selling our veggies. That's still going there. 93,000. I wonder if we should get some chickens. Or some more chickens, should I say. Because we could... How much are these chickens? 79,000. We certainly have the wheat for it at the moment. We can easily top them up. I kind of want to have access to both sides of this, though. We really are kind of pushing the size of our yard at the moment. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm actually going to see what land we could possibly buy, because we definitely need some more land. What's more, we need some flat land. I wonder what that field is like. How's the land over here? Because what I need is I need a space of like flat land to put these chicken pens down on. But I don't have to worry that it's going to destroy the landscape too much. Ooh, that's very rocky. Okay, that's probably not going to work as a... Maybe. No, it's still a bit too sloped for my liking. Yeah, that's probably not the best idea. Okay, so what about... What's this down here? That's the store. 59, directly opposite the store. What's this like here? very flat. We could... actually, yeah, if we kind of chop these trees down, we could easily make this into like a little chicken area. And... yeah, that might not be a bad idea. This land is only like 11,000 or something. Was it really that cheap? Yeah, 11,000. Probably need another couple of months on us to be able to afford a couple of chicken coops. But yeah, that's not bad. There's also 21 over there. What's that like? Because obviously we don't need to supervise the chickens 24/7, so if they're a little bit further away from our main farm, that's not going to matter too much. We can very easily kind of transport things to and from them. There's even a little pool here for them. This actually might be the best spot. Yeah, this is really flat. Yeah, definitely. And then we can buy that field in between as well. And create like a little chicken area here, and maybe even put some more greenhouses on it, because if the greenhouses are all linked, then they don't all have to be really near to each other. We're going to buy this little spot here, this little area. Boom. Bought. Have at thee. I should buy some others. What's in this field? Ooh, they're planted beets in there. Oh, I could get that and that. I could buy this field. And then we could harvest beets as well as carrots. You see, a plan's coming together in my brain here. Yeah, we're going to buy that field as well. I'm spending all the money. All of it. But hey. Are there any parsnip fields nearby? No, sadly not. No parsnip fields at the moment. Oh, we need to purchase the soil info for this field. And we need to fertilize that field. So let's go and do that dead quick, whilst we have the time to do so. And then by the time harvest time comes along, here's my thinking, guys, right? By the time harvest comes along, we should have enough products saved up that we can do, that if we then buy, if we sell them just before we harvest, we can then afford to buy the production building to go along with it. Oh. Just spray width. Yeah, if we save our products until harvest time, we should have enough, should have a big bunch to sell. The price will have started going up by that point. Sell them, buy the production, and then we can drop all of these beetroot and all of the carrots directly into one of the production buildings and start instantly making money from our harvest. That will allow us to then expand further. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I think that is the cunning plan. Plan so cunning you could pin a tail to it and call it a fox. Right. Here we go. Yeah, the only thing we're missing now is a lime spreader. If we get a lime spreader, then we could maximize this these fields before they fully mature. So maybe that's something I should try and get next. Yeah. It's going to depend how long these veggie fields take. I think they're probably going to be... Well, actually, no, it's the wheat field is probably going to be ready first. And then the veggie fields are going to be ready. Yeah, something like that. Go. Done. Perfect. Filled up faster, you fiend. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay. So. Excuse me. Next thing we need to do is probably skip forward another month. Let me just check my calendars. Make sure that we are indeed not going to immediately run into a harvest. So the wheat's probably going to be ready next month, but the beets and the carrots are definitely not. So, actually, maybe if we do the wheat harvest today, that would leave us time next time to do the beet and the carrot harvest. Yeah, I think that might be an idea. Because there's nothing else in the sale at the moment, is there? No. The spreader that I actually want, ideally, is this one. It's just super convenient for everything, basically. Although this one here looks interesting. 42 meters. I wonder if that does as much, because this is 42 meters and I know that it spreads lime to 42 meters. This is also saying 42 meters and also can do lime, but I don't know whether it'll do lime to the maximum spread or not. If it does, that might be worth getting over this, because that is way cheaper. How much is this to lease? 1,326. I might lease this, do the lime, and then we can test it. Yeah. I'll lease that. And then we want some lime. Let's take 4 bags. I'm going to test this. Because I've had some spreaders say that they do a massive spreading width, but when you put lime in it, they don't do as much. So let's see what this does. And if it only does a small width, then that's fine. I mean, we've got plenty of time. It's no biggie either way. If this actually turns out that it works, then we can buy one later on. I should be using a weight here. This is, Oh, wow. Okay. I have a new favourite spreader. That does the whole width. Okay. Yeah, we're going to buy one of these. This is amazing. That is actually surprising. I did not think that it was going to do that. Colour me impressed. Ooh, crikey, it is blasting through that lime, though. Poor blimey. That... Okay, that used a lot of lime. I suppose it will. The fields don't actually have any lime on them at the moment, do they? At all. So we might actually be going through quite a bit here. Yep, marvellous. Right. Yeah, we're gonna need some more lime. But let's buy some more bags. Buy another 4. Go. I'm also going to pick up the weight from the farm just to pull this out a little bit. Ooh, crikey. Ah, crikey. Yeah, I am very unstable at the moment with this weight in the back. So if I can actually maneuver in here and grab this weight. It's better. Sorry, equipment. In fact, let me just straighten you up. You don't deserve that. You are a good piece of equipment. There we go. That's better. Right. Back to the lime spreading. Hopefully we may have actually caught the wheat here just before it fully germinates. In which case... we'll actually get some increased production from it. And a better environmental score, for that matter, because our environmental score has been reduced because we haven't had lime on the fields. Yeah, right. Lock down what we've got here. Across this strip. Come on, you little beauty. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I think this spread will be big enough to cover the entire width of this field in one go. But not quite. Not quite. Close, but no cigar. Okay. Couple more bags filled up. Yeah, we're definitely going to buy one of these. This is a fantastic little piece of kit. I didn't even know it existed. The Kubota pack? This was under? Yeah, Kubota equipment pack. I've had that mod installed for so long and I didn't even realise it had such an amazing piece of equipment in it. Hey, well, you learn something new every day, I guess. We can actually improve this thing as well when we buy it because we can give it a bigger capacity. I neglected to do that when I rented it. No harm. Just needs a little bit of toing and froing, shall we say. terribly rocky start there, but you know. Oh, weed. Look at him. Look at him there, looking all smug. It's disgraceful, that is. Do something about that. Get both. Yes. Can fill in both of the gaps at the same time. Genius. Genius, I say. Bit. And I've run out just before the end. Ah, so annoying. So annoying. Do. We'll have to check how much fruit we have as well. Actually. Both those greenhouses should have been producing ample quantities of it. Go. Go. Let's just finish this off. This bit here. Beautiful. Just a little bit. Get it? Okay, it's happy. We have sufficiently limed the fields. Back somewhere. Let's unload this somewhere. Let's unload this just over here. Oh. Then go and refill these 2 bags. Go back over there and dump it out and then return. 399 litres between those 2 bags. Typical. All that for such a small amount. That there. And then we can at least return. Thank you. Right. Now everything should be... Oh yes. Perfect. Fantastic. The only thing we're missing out on is some rolling on that other field. But yeah, that's absolutely spot on. Fantastic. Right. Well, barring anything else that might want doing. No really good contracts. There's no good contracts at all, really, but on this map, as I said earlier, they're all a bit naff. Right. I guess back to the farm and we will sleep, guys, because that will take us into the start of harvest season. See how things are going. 39,000. Nice. Suspected. Plenty of products building up here. Yep, our wheat field is ready to go, and our root fields will be ready next month. Excellent. What are those two fields there? That's another wheat field, another carrot field. I may actually buy that. Have like two wheat fields like this. That might not be a bad idea. 27,000. We just keep spending all little bits of money like that. We're gonna completely run out sooner or later. Do we want any of this stuff? It's a nice little class, but again, not very powerful. It's like a forage header. No, nothing useful there. That's not a bad little trailer, that. 37.5. Okay, so that just automatically adds the extension. Interesting. Okay. How big are our other trailers? 3,700 for those ones. Oof. 8 and 12.6. That is a massive upgrade. It's a big body. Yeah, 37.5 is a massive upgrade. And that does everything. Yep, absolutely everything. I'm going to buy that, I think, because that is 30,000. And then we can sell these two for a combination of 20. So that new trailer is costing us 10,000 plus any repair bills. That's totally worth it. That is totally worth the upgrade. Let's go and sort that out. And then I think, guys, what we're going to do is we're probably going to gear down and finish today's stream just a little bit earlier than usual. We have a very big gathering this weekend. We're celebrating Thanksgiving. Natalie being American, along with our other housemate being American as well, we're celebrating Thanksgiving. We usually do every year. So we've got to clean the house because we've got lots of people coming. We've been very lazy about cleaning the house. Unsurprising. Nobody likes cleaning. But yeah, so we've got to clean the house. So I'm going to do some cleaning tonight. And I don't want to go too late. So, yeah. Big trailer. Right, let's take this and repaint it. Why not? And sell that. 10 grand. This one, repair for £1. Repaint and sell for 14. Wow, that's even better. That was 25,000 we got nearly. Yeah, 25,447. We spent 30,000. So this new trailer actually cost us 5,000. And well, plus any repairs, obviously. But a trailer doesn't really need repairs. It's not gonna break. So that's an amazing upgrade. I hope the pipe can reach, actually. Think of that. That should be fine. If worse comes to worse, we'll just have to park this thing lower. That's a cool trailer. Seen that paint job before. Sponsored by Michelin. Fantastic. Right, guys. So, next time, we're going to start with the harvest. We're going to start with the wheat harvest. All being well, I may also buy this field over here. 51. This also has wheat in it. And, yeah. We may harvest that as well. Failing that, we've got our carrots and we've got our beets to harvest. So we'll pick up with that next time, and we'll see just how much of an empire we can build, because we need some productions. We need them fast because we need some money. So join me for that next week, guys. As I said, Sunday will be SnowRunner. Probably finishing off phase 11 this week, I think. So join me for that finale. Same time as usual, 3 p.m. GMT. And I'll see you again, guys, back again. I'll see you guys back for Farming Sim next week. So, until then, guys, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time. So, until then, stay safe, take care. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.